What's going on, everyone? It's Max again, and I'm happy to announce my next big project, EXFIL. Now, before I get into any of this, I want to explain this game's going to take a bit longer, and you'll see why soon enough. But I'm going to tell you right now, it'll be worth it. It's something I'm very excited for. Now, EXFIL. In order for me to properly explain this game, I need to go over the influences for it. And with that, we need to talk about video games, particularly Resident Evil. Now, this action horror series of games has always had my attention because, number one, it's fun, but number two, it's an exercise in player accountability for elements like resource management, planning, and a little bit of skill. You explore hazardous areas such as buildings, cities, and villages overrun by mutants and zombies and the like, and you have to go around hunting down items and completing puzzles. But an equal part of that is using the resources you have to your advantage. So circling back, EXFIL is a sort of love letter to games that follow that suit of survival horror, where you're hunting for resources, put in tense situations where you need to make split-second decisions, but I'm doing it in a cooperative format, a tabletop experience for up to 4 players. As of recording this, I have about a year in on EXFIL, and designing it has been one heck of a trip. With the release of Decked Card Royale and Roguewood and a couple of really good reviews, I feel I'm confident enough to work on my first big game. This is the first version of the game from a few years ago. I don't know, 2018, 2019. It's made of cardboard and uses some extra figures I had from a game I didn't play. I think it was Sedition Wars. At the time, one of my favorite games was Betrayal at House on the Hill, and it had an excellent tile laying mechanic. I thought that mechanic was awesome, and I really wanted to use it in a project. So I came up with a system involving a couple of decks of cards, some miniatures, and a bunch of those little tiles. Each tile had different values to them, telling you cards to pull or stats to change on your character. I also had a basic combat system built around combining and using crafting materials to make things like machetes, tripwires, key cards, and flash grenades. This made for tight combat with, once again, an emphasis on resource management. I know I sound like a broken record saying that, but it really does play into the themes of the game that I'm going for. I quickly noticed that the limitations in turns and item usage that players were allowed made them work together in ways that I didn't really expect. They were picking up each other's slack and communicating. Since then, I've been figuring out ways to add mechanical depth to the game that emphasizes those themes. Changes include a more robust stat system, a better combat system that emphasizes player cooperation, and so much more. Last few months have been dedicated completely balancing the experience out. I've also had a ton of fun adding new weapons and items to the game, and as of now, I'm at a point where I'm confident to finally share the game. With a strong basis to work with, I've already begun the art, which you've seen on my Instagram if you follow that. I'll save the details for later episodes where I focus more on specific topics. Alright everyone, with that being said, that wraps up this development diary. I'm really excited to keep working on this game, and it's something that I hope you guys are excited about too. We need more games like this, honestly. I'm just super happy to be able to put my own ideas out there. All my links are in the description. You can check out the aforementioned Instagram, and my other games, Deck Card Royale and Roguewood. Oh, special shout out to @TabletopConnor on Instagram. That guy's awesome. Really cool board game enthusiast out of the UK. Check out his Instagram too. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.